finally got hooked on Dancing with the Stars.
Oh, good.
You know, you talked about it so much.
Yes.
So, I couldn't take my eyes off of Holly Madison. She was doing the samba, but it was the top that I couldn't take.
Whoa.
Wow. I mean,
That's
it's
Hugh
the
Hefner's
fringe.
ex. Woo!
Wow.
Oh, she's the Playboy?
She's an old Playboy. Not an old, but she's an ex-Playboy girl.
Well, I love the judges, and one of the judges said last week that looking at her top made her bottom stand out or something. I can't remember what, but I thought, what does he mean? And then she came out with all the fringe, and I don't even know how she danced. I couldn't take my eyes off the fringe.
I watched a little bit of it, and I watched Lil' Kim. Look at this. Watch Lil' Kim, and watch when...
Look at Lil' Kim go.
Okay, watch. Look at this.
No.
Just when I thought we were done with the Bush administration.
It's like band camp with you.
I am totally, whatever you want to say to her, I am totally on your side.
I mean, come on.
Sometimes we just forget to do that.
You forget to do it when you're on a major network television show?
They spend all of their
all the time, you know, they got to tan their whole body and everything else.
And she forgot to shave her pits?
Well, Marie Osmond, this is what happens. Marie Osmond was just quoted, I don't know if this is true, I read it on, I think, like page 6. Yeah. But she said you get so just comfortable with being in your natural state there that, you know, before you know it, you're naked, they're spraying you, so you just don't think about
the fringe came from, too, on Holly. Yeah. Steve-O had a rough night.
He did. He already
He was injured last week, and then he landed. Can you see him? And he gave himself a bump when he sat down. Look.
And then he fell. So he hurt his back.
The steps are lit. This is a guy who chucked himself all over the place. I mean, you get hurt on Dancing with the Stars. You've thrown yourself in a shopping cart down a hill.
I have to say, he's been clean and sober from drugs for a year, so he's really feeling the back pain.
That's great.
So
tonight at 8 o'clock. Tonight at 8 o'clock, we're going to see President Obama dancing with the press because he has a press conference tonight.
Right. Some people around were saying that he's overexposed. Do you think he's overexposed?
What do you think?
No, I don't think so. I enjoy his. I like him.
I do enjoy it. I think, though, he might have a problem like he had on Leno with being so overexposed of saying things that he might have to
go on comedy shows.
It reminds me a little bit of the campaign when they were needing something and they felt like they were maybe a little bit behind in terms of communicating what they thought was going on. Yeah. I felt like we saw them splattered everywhere, and then when things were in their favor, they kind of pulled back. So it kind of was just bringing me back a little bit to the campaign, whereas I think there are those special moments where you listen to your president and you want to wait and hear. Yeah. So hopefully he strikes a good balance.
He's overexposed?
I think he's borderline right now, is what, because I don't want people, you know, people could get the impression that he's almost campaigning for something.
People keep saying you must explain what you're doing. There have been so many different programs, and we talked about them yesterday. I don't mean television programs, but I mean bailouts and toxic assets, and the Treasury Secretary has a new plan. Most of it's done under. And so if in the questions and answers we all get a better understanding, then it's worth it. I don't think he's going on because he needs a new job. I think it's to really try to explain.
They got $1 billion back from Bernie Madoff. I'd just like to announce that. $1 billion out of the 64 he stole. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I won't get to see him.
You have a little problem.
Yeah, I had to evacuate my apartment again. They got all this water damage. They have to replace my pipes, and my wonderful building put me in another apartment. I'm blaming everything on Tracy Morgan and the fire in his building. I don't know if it was Tracy, but
what did he do?
It's my apartment because, you know, he had that fire, and then it was water damage. Now it's in my walls, and Jeffrey's going crazy because we're in different apartments and everything. Well, Tracy needs to ask me to marry him or take me to dinner, one of the two, just to make me feel better.
That's the choice.
He has a bunch of kids. You don't need to.
I don't want to have kids with Tracy. I just like to go to dinner. Tracy, you need to take me to dinner. I think that's a good.
Listen, Tracy, you got a choice.
I want to get pregnant. It's one dinner.
Either take her to dinner or repair her walls.
Repair the walls.
I don't mean her. I mean repair the walls.
Don't say it. Mika Brzezinski will be on your case again.
I'm getting out of here. We'll be right back with Kevin Bacon.